Hey, do you guys want to buy a kingfish? You want to live in a crazy house even though you're not crazy? Are you in the market for two-headed monsters? If you just like listening to Mohr Stories every week, then you can help me out. Go to my website, jmohr.com, and click on the Amazon link on my website. If you're going to be shopping at Amazon anyway, why not help support Mohr Stories at the same time by going to jmohr.com, jaymohr.com, bleep, and then click on the Amazon link to their homepage, and then you can shop for whatever you want. Instead of me pushing a product on you, you can just simply go to Amazon.com through jmohr.com and get any product you want. I mean, I do a lot of favors for you, don't I? I ask you for one thing here, Henry. Go to Amazon.com through jmohr.com. Look, this is Harvey Keitel. Go to jmohr.com. Click the link. Who's going to be okay at Amazon.com through jmohr.com? Say the damn words. Do me a favor. Help us out. Help keep this podcast rolling. You know how much money I got to pay Matt Cohen every week? Go to Amazon.com through jmohr.com, and I will personally mail each of you $15 million. Part of this was made up. I am fired up. Fort Lauderdale, FLA, baby. The Improv, Friday, March 16th. I'm at the Fort Lauderdale Improv. I'm also there Saturday, March 17th. And, of course, the Cool Show, Sunday, March 18th. You know why it's cool? Because you got to go to work the next day, and you don't give a darn. As Colin Quinn would say, you don't give a care. You're going anyway, even though you got to go to work. West Palm Beach Improv, Thursday, March 22nd. Friday, March 23rd. Saturday, March 24th. Come on, peeps. Let's make it happen. And Canada? Where you at, Canada? America's tiny little hat. River Rock Casino in Richmond, British Columbia, March 30th. Thank you for listening to me blather. Now, on with the show.
Put your name on it. Just put your name on it. That's all I say. Be a man or a woman. Put your name on it.
Well, I'd like to hear about it, potheads.
How the fuck you gonna know how to be great if you don't study greatness? Look at the game tape.
Donuts. Hey, everybody. I'm going to be in St. Petersburg, Florida at the Mahaffey Theater. Is that how you say it? You tell me. March 15th, St. Petersburg. Hey, when you coming to St. Petersburg? Now. Right now I'm coming. March 15th at the Mahaffey Theater. Oh, just buy tickets so I know that I said that right. Fort Lauderdale Improv, March 16th through the 18th. West Palm Improv, March 22nd. March 24th, hey, Richmond, what is up, Canada, March 30th. I'm at River Rock Casino in Vancouver. See you there. All right, Brendon Walsh is our guest on Mohr Stories. Great comic. Have you ever been to Vancouver?
I have been to the Couve.
The Couve.
The Couve.
Isn't that the Courtney Cox show?
Couvertown.
The Couve. That's that's the show within the show. Is the show that's all about the Couve.
The Couve's great. Were you up there? You going up there?
I'm going there. It's funny you should ask. March 30th, I'll be at River Rock Casino.
River Rock Casino.
It's fun, dude.
Couve.
It's fun up there.
I haven't been to a Canadian casino.
They're just like us.
Yeah. They like to smoke cigarettes and wear sweatpants and lose all their money.
Yeah. And sometimes if you're real still, they'll let you come up and pet them. But River, I love Vancouver. Did you know? Yeah. I think it's like 50% Chinese.
You know, the further, I mean, it starts in San Francisco.
That's where it starts.
It starts there. There's a huge Asian population there. It's because of the railroads.
Oh my God. You think that's where? Because is that where the railroad? Now I can't even talk. Is that where the railroads ended? So everyone just went, actually, we're done now, stay here, live.
I'm just spouting off. Somebody just told me that once, that because of the railroads, but I don't even know. I guess when they were building railroads, the Asians were good at it. So they all came, and San Francisco was like a hub of railroad building, I guess.
You spent a lot of time in San Francisco. You and I worked
do.
up in San Jose together.
We did.
And you're one of those guys when I didn't really know your act. And then when you were on stage in front of me in San Jose, you're one of those guys, it's immediately apparent, oh, this is a headliner that just happens to be middling this week as a favor for me. So thank you for that.
Oh. Yeah.
So you're super funny. You're from Philly. And you know what? How about this is the new insult on the message boards and stuff. You wash everybody's balls so hard, bro. You're so you're speaking hyperbole. Like, yeah, they're my fucking people that I think are great.
Oh, they say you're washing people's balls.
Yeah, like Eric Roberts was here. What am I supposed to tell him? He's fucking average for
tell
an hour? For 2 hours, go, Pope of Greenwich Village. Not my thing.
I do a good Eric Roberts impression from Pope of Greenwich Village.
You want me to make
just
you
this
work?
part. I'll just do the one. This is my impression. I took my thumbs, Charlie. I took my thumbs, man. Charlie, I took my thumbs.
You took all of these?
yeah. Oh, we should do that.
Mickey Rourke, like super bizarrely sensitive.
Yeah.
Mickey Rourke.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great movie. I just watched that
It's
recently again.
incredible.
Yeah.
And he's oddly, like he's not worried about the loss of his thumb.
Yeah.
He's worried that he took all of his painkillers.
Painkillers.
You took all of these? Yeah. I didn't rape his daughter. I didn't spit in his fat fucking face. I took money from him.
I took my thumbs, man.
That's the Uncle Pete.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, that's
such
the
a good
new
movie.
insult on the interweb.
That you
Is, bro, dial back the compliments. You're waxing everyone's ball. Hey, why don't you jerk Jim Jeffries off a little more? Whoa, you and Aisha.
Well, that was a little over the top. I heard you jerking him off on the podcast. Sounded like you gave a good handy, though.
I do.
Yeah.
I give an exceptional handy. I'm a giver.
Gentle, lubed.
You're a guy that, we were in San Jose, and there's few guys. You never really go out and watch the guys in front of you.
Yeah. I do, I'll watch them once just to make sure they're not going to step on my dick on stage. Like if there's, just to make sure they don't have some whole bit about the, anal gaping or something, that I'm going to talk about.
Yeah.
But you can tell pretty quickly which guys are funny and not too. Like if it's just some like guy who's just got a chumpy act, then it's like, okay, this guy's not going to fucking.
You're one of the few comics I've seen. I'm always a little amazed with comics that have cliff notes for their own act.
Mm-hmm.
But you're one of the only guys I've seen with cliff notes. But you'll have like a 20-minute set, and then there's another 20-minute set, and then there'll be like a 10. The analogy I always use about stand-up when you're just going, it's like those old switchboards, those telephone switchboards where you plug the wires into the holes. Mm-hmm. But your last 4 minutes, you got those 4 holes as like a safety net. And then you just play.
Yeah.
And you're a guy like for 14, 15 minutes, I watch you every night just really just go way out and come back. And you talk about Fleshlight, you talk about celebrities, you talk about all different stuff. And then, you want to get off on a big laugh, so you'd have like your bits. But you were like one of the few guys that I actually saw with cliff notes, but it was actually like entirely different stuff.
Yeah.
On
what do you mean by
page.
cliff notes? Like the little
Well,
list?
just like bullet points, like a list of like your set.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a weird crutch. Or I don't. It's not even a crutch because like I don't even really look at it, but I do. I want to have like a little list in case I fucking completely lose my mind in the middle of my set and just can't remember anything. Yeah. So it's like, oh, right, okay, that birthday cake joke. That'll get people back.
Oh, my God, I love that joke.
I love that, too.
I think about it every single time I'm at Gelson's or Ralph's, depending on your social status, listening to this podcast. You know what? Let's go. Since we got a lot of gigs coming up, let's go ancillary and a lot of disposable income. When I'm at Gelson's,
yeah, man.
When I pull up in my
your Hummer limo.
My Hummer limo with a hot tub. How do they keep the water from spilling out in a limo
you just
with a hot
gotta drive
tub?
Real slow.
Is that the trick?
I guess so. If you stop short, you sloosh all the water out.
Sloosh. Wow, perfect. First use of the word sloosh in the history of Mohr Stories. And of course, it calls from Brendon Walsh. I think of your cake story every single time.
I'm going to go do it soon. I've never done it for real. I've never had any of those cakes made. And I'm going to go do it with my buddy Doug. we're gonna go get some birthday cakes made.
Is Doug worthy of a last name for
Doug Loosenhop, DJ Doug Pound.
Oh shit!
You know him?
That's my motherfucking man,
Yeah, he's
dude.
great. He edits Portlandia and the Tim and Eric show and does all that Tim and Eric stuff.
That's good stuff. You fucking wow! You're all over Doug, man. Let him up. Stop washing his balls.
I'm totally washing and waxing Doug's balls.
What cakes will you have made, Brendon Walsh?
We're gonna get. Well, you know, he's writing some kind of article. It's for some project he's doing, Joke Busters or something. I probably shouldn't give too much away because I don't know. It's his thing. But we're gonna get the main one is to see if we can get a guy to write on the cake. People who make birthday cakes for a living have shit for brains. Get the guy to write that on a cake.
I see. That's something I never heard you do.
It's part of the joke, yeah. It's in the, like, there's the 3 parts of the joke is like you can get, it's all about just being an adult and you can do, like, there are perks, like you can do whatever you want without people yelling at you. And one of them is like you can get birthday cakes whenever you want. You don't have to wait for somebody's birthday to roll around. You can go get cakes and get whatever you want written on them. The guy has to write what you tell him to because you're grown up. You're paying for it. So the cakes, you can get 3 cakes and then just have the guy write breakfast, lunch, and dinner on them. and then just stand there and eat one right there in the bakery because you can. You're an adult.
And when the guy goes, "What are you doing?" You go, "Lunch."
Yeah. I'm eating my lunch cake.
What am I doing?
I'm not going to eat my dinner cake at 1 in the afternoon.
I'm not insane. I have an internal clock. I can see the sun's up. Mind your business and keep pasting.
That's so maybe we'll do those. I mean, you know, it could run into a lot of money. And then the people who make birthday cakes for a living have shit for brains, which
hold on. It could run into a lot of money.
Yeah, getting like 5 cakes, you know, that could be a lot of dough.
Oh, I thought you meant like you could make a lot of money on this idea. I was like, how do you see this playing out?
Yeah, that's a big pyramid scheme with birthday cakes. But just getting the breakfast, lunch, and dinner ones.
I will front you the money for. I'll front you 8 cakes.
Oh shit!
I will sponsor this.
Okay, well then we'll go
straight up.
The crowning jewel of them is, and this was the oldest part of the joke, is getting a birthday cake, like a big fancy cake, and make them write on it, "Happy 5th and final birthday" on the cake with a sad clown with a wilted flower on there. Because that's just so so baffling. Like, it'll make everybody sad, but they won't know, because it's like, you don't know. It's like, well, 5th and final birthday. Like, is the kid gonna die, or is it just? Are you just gonna stop celebrating birthdays for him?
What if it's not a sad clown, and it's just like everything's exactly super happy? Like it's just a Nemo cake.
Yeah.
Like there's no tipping the sadness of the situation with like "Happy 5th and final birthday!" exclamation point, and like super fired up clown.
Yeah,
like juggling. Standing super happy clown
reading the obituary.
Good for you. Yeah, reading the paper and his hat's a little off his head because he's so surprised at what he's reading. It's like up in the air a little bit. Those people, a lot of those cake people have, especially wedding cake people, they have like fine arts degrees from college.
Oh yeah,
it's like a super impossible job to make wedding cakes because one mistake every.
Right.
Come on, you watch Cake Boss.
Well, they have TV show. You know what? I've never seen a second of Cake Boss.
The entire television landscape are midgets and cakes.
Yeah,
it's all in it. And then one show, midgets making cakes.
Is that a real show?
The Little Chocolatiers.
Get out of here.
For real?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
The Learning Channel is just.
I know they're out of control, but I didn't know that they combine midgets and cakes.
I think they have a very tiny Rolodex that they go through with little tiny letters.
That's a real show.
Like E.E. Cummings lowercase font.
The Little Chocolatiers?
I'll look it up right now, but I'm positive that's the exact. Right now, some guy's on an elliptical in Bakersfield going, "Yes, why? You got to look that up. You brought it up." The Little Chocolatiers.
I know they had that show called like My Weird Addiction or something. I saw a couple of those where like a woman ate sofa cushions.
Yeah, chalk.
Yeah.
You have the weirdest addiction. Honestly, out of all comics that I've met, you probably have the strangest addiction I've ever.
I don't think it's that weird.
The Little Chocolatiers. It's the Hatch family. The Hatch family chocolates returns to TLC with the series Little Chocolatiers. Yeah. So there you have it.
Then. God damn it. I'm already swamped. I'm already up to my eyeballs in paperwork. I'm already up to my paperwork and eyeballs.
I'm up to my paperwork and eyeballs, and I sat on my reading glasses before I sat down to listen to this thing.
Now I gotta watch midgets making cakes.
Why don't you talk about it's not my place to talk about your personal addictions before we get into your whole thing. I mean, it's not going to go Gary Goldman's route. Don't worry, everybody listening. Oh, fuck this shit, man. It's not going to be another therapy session.
Okay.
But you are on the Bone Zone on the Death Squad label. That's your podcast, right?
Yeah.
And who do you do that with?
Randy Lidke and Davey Johnson are my two sidekicks.
Is that his real name?
Davey Johnson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that the manager of the Mets?